welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, so I said this will go on Wednesday, so I'm filming it today so I can put it up on Wednesday because I don't want to be late and I don't want to put you down. So here we go. So this video was just, I need to be quiet as I can because Kairo is sleeping in his crib. Okay, so this video is just about my delivery from my previous video, so I want to do a more detailed video. So this is it. So I don't really know what to say much about the delivery. It was pretty quick and swiftly. It was super quick. Within minutes, so I got into labour and it was okay. Let's just roll it back. Just tell you, let's just bring it back. Okay, let's go. So, went into labour on the Friday. Got taken to hospital and they said to me, they can't really do anything because I'm in slow labour, my water's broke. All they can do really is wait 24 hours, and if he doesn't come naturally, pop my waters. Shit, I just woke up Kairo. What up? He's alright. So yeah, they said in an hour, if in an hour, 24 hours, and if nothing happens, basically, I look really hot and fluid, but it's just the lighting, sorry everyone. If about 24 hours, if nothing happens, I'm gonna have to force the labour, like try and make it come quickly because there's no water surrounding my baby from the front or at the back. There's no water protecting him in the front. I don't think it was. There was no water protecting him in the front part of my stomach. So it was very dangerous to keep him longer and wait my due date, which is the 1st of July. So Kairo came on the 11th of June. So yeah, I was 37 weeks and 1 day when he came. I know, crazy. But yeah, so the next day, about 7 o'clock, the next day I went there and they was like, okay, we're going to induce you now. So they induced me, put this gel up my vagina. So I'd be so extra. But this gel up my vagina, and then because this woman next door, I was on like a bay. So me, someone else, someone else, someone else, someone else, someone else. So 3 front, 3 in the front, 3 in the back, kind of. And there was this girl in front of me, and she was in labour as well, but like she was in slower labour, and she was really early, like 5. I don't know. I think she was like 6 weeks early, but she was really earlier than what she was meant to be. She was like a proper beware, like they need to keep the eyes on her. And then next to me was a woman that was going to labour, and I heard her screaming next to me, and I was getting scared because she was screaming. I was like, well, anyway, she was next to me, and she basically was like, and the nurse who was meant to put my second bit of the gel inside couldn't do that because all the nurses were focused on this one lady, and because it was like middle of the night now, had very few staff on, so I had to basically stay there and be pushed to the back. I'm not complaining, but just be pushed to the back, and this woman had to step in front of me. Go well. The woman had to be, you know, she had more poverty. Okay, guys, Kairo's crying. Mummy's here. Oh, okay. Oh, everyone. Okay, so as I was saying, that woman had basically she was more of a priority because she was actually in labour. Like, the baby was actually coming right then. I was in slow labour, so I had plenty of time, as I thought, but I didn't. So she had more of a, like, more, she was cared for more than me. I want to feed him. Hope you don't mind. I know we're more friends here, so. There we go, son. Open your mouth. There we go. Okay, you can't see anything anyway, so it's all good. But yes. So she was more a priority. So all the nurses and midwives flew for her demand instead. So when I was meant to get my second dose, no one was there. It was like 9 in the morning now, and I was saying, am I getting my second dose? By this time I was meant to get my third dose, and they were like, oh, sorry, we had such a crazy situation last night. The midwives from the night shift just told me what was going on. We're going to move you to the delivery suite now. Moving to the delivery suite, and I was waiting there. I didn't even get my dose. They were just like, you're just going to be in labour. But instead of giving you a dose, we're going to put you on a drip. So I was on the drip instead, and I was on that drip for like 6-7 hours. It was painful. It was, I think I've got the mark now. It's there somewhere, but they put me on the drip, and I couldn't drink, I couldn't eat nothing while I was on that drip. Couldn't eat or drink anything while I was on the drip, which was unbelievable. And then after that, after about 8 hours on that drip, I was sleeping. I was, listening to music, jamming to music. I started to feel contractions, like, really painful. And when I mean painful, I was screaming out. I was shouting at my mom, because I wasn't shouting at her, but I was just like, Mom, she was eating a packet of crisps, and I was like, Mom, just stop eating the packet of crisps, stop twisting up like that. I was getting so freaking angry because I was in that much pain. Everything around me was annoying me. John Legend, that song, all of me wants all of you, love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Well, that song came on, and I was getting so pissed off of that song. Then I sang the words, but I was getting pissed off that I was singing the words. You don't even understand when you're in that pain. You just know what's going on. So, yes, that's what happened. I was like, that happened. And then about, when the contractions started getting closer and closer together, I was like, I need a shit. I was like, I need to do a shit right now. In the middle, I was like, no, you don't. It's just that you go into labour. I'm like, no, I need a shit. She's like, no, you don't. I'm like, I really do. No one believed me. But there's me. I took the strap around me, and I was like, I took the strap off me, and I was like, I need to do a poo. Like, I know my body. When I need to do a poo, I need to do it. And I was like, okay, just try it. If you don't need it, then come back. I'm like, of course. Went to the toilet. Within seconds, it just plobbed right out. And when it plobbed out, I was just so, like, gassed up on the drip. I didn't know what was going on. So my mum had to sit there and wipe my ass for me. And I was so embarrassed when she was wiping my ass, because it was just horrible. And then I lay back on the bed. I had this big, this long hook go upside me, and it popped my waters, and that warm water just gushed right out, and I was crying. I remember crying because it was the embarrassment of, I thought I wet myself, and I was crying because all that just gushed right out, and it was like, it was horrible. And then the blood came out, and then it was just, it wasn't nice at all. And then within 10 minutes of that, like, after the poo incident and the waters broke, after that I was like, I think I need another poo again. But this time the pain was more intense. Like, it wasn't like a poo, it was just more an intense, like, Are you sleeping now, baby? It was more of an intense, like, which is basically Kairo's head at the bottom, like, popping out. And I never had any heartburn while I was pregnant. So I was thinking, okay, I'm going to have a baby that's got no hair. I feel like we have a bald baby, no hair. And when he came out, he had locks. Look at that hair. he was hairy. The midwife was like, he's got some beautiful locks, hasn't he? I'm like, has he? And I was getting so emotional because I didn't think he would have hair. And he did, and he was the best being in the world. And I think about 3 pushes, 3 big massive pushes, and he came out. And then I was like, the last push, like, you know, when you're shining for a shit, I was like, and he came out. And I had to open my legs, like, you know, do the splits when you open them. So I can't even show you because I'm holding my son. But I was like, open my legs because I tore, like I tore half of my fanny open, and it was bleeding. I was in pain, but like the gas and air was just like so overwhelming. Like I couldn't really understand the pain. Like I really couldn't. The pain wasn't that big of a deal until it was in my arms, and I was like, oh gosh, she's so gorgeous. And then better now afterwards, the pain kicked in, and she's like, you've torn. Do you want me to stitch you up? I'm like, no, don't even bother stitch me up. Don't even bother. I don't even bother do it. And I know, like, I'm like 6-7 hours afterwards. So he was born in the morning. He was born 12 minutes past 4 in the morning. Yeah, it was the best thing in the world. So now I'm a mommy, and he's 7 weeks old yesterday. Well, Monday, but this will be on Wednesday. Okay, so yeah, and he's the best thing in the whole world. I love him so much. I'm a little baby. I'm his best friend. And he's my best friend. He's like my first love. There he is. I don't even want to show you properly because I think it's my boob, but I had a photo of him here. I think if that's not going to be a little bit. Actually, I won't. You can see on my Instagram. If you follow my Instagram, I'll put my names for Instagram and my social media things in the information box. This is my labour story. It's a little bit long and a little bit like all over the place because I'm just so happy today. But I will film another video of what's gone down in my life at the moment. There's a lot that's going on. So I really shouldn't be happy. Like, I shouldn't be happy with my situation. But I am actually really happy. I'm generally happy. And I've never been this happy before. Like, I'm really, like, overwhelmed with life. I've brought a life. I lost my train of thought. Train of thought. But yeah, I'm generally so happy. Like, unbelievably happy with everything that's going on. And the situation that what's going on in my life, I shouldn't be that happy about, but I've got to be happy for my son, and I don't want to see me upset or sad. So I will continue to be as happy as I can for him. Do you know what I mean? So that's just a positive note on what's going on. I think I'll tell you more about that later on because it's just too deep. It's too long to say right now. I hope you don't mind. But I love you all. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. I know I've been all over the place lately, but I will carry on doing this more permanently, and I will do it properly, correctly. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I love you all so much. Thank you. Bye. Thanks for watching.